Hello Culers, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I'm sure you've all seen the news, but here it is. Ronald Koeman has been sacked as Barcelona head coach. He is gone following the defeat to Rayo Vallecano last night. Laporta finally took the decision. Koeman is gone and it looks like Xavi is going to be the man to take over in the next few weeks. So in today's video, guys, basically we're going to be discussing it all of the news, all of the thoughts basically after this abrupt situation. Really, it's a situation we've seen coming for a while now, but we probably weren't expecting it after so many delays. But here it is, Koeman is gone, Xavi is likely to take over. What does all of this mean? Let's get started. And I suppose a quick disclaimer before I go any further and discuss all of the details. I will say that right now the news is moving very, very fast, so things can change almost every second, so do watch out for that. I'll try and basically give a nice general overview of the situation. Things will still be up to date, but I'm just informing you guys, if some things can change very quickly. And I think we should start by saying that, as I said, this decision to sack Koeman, I think it has been a long time coming, especially this season. It's probably a decision that Joan Laporta should have taken in the summer, actually, in my opinion. Even in May, June time, he should have made the decision, brought in a new coach, and we could have started properly this season. The fact that he's done it now isn't ideal, but to me it feels like it's just about in time to save this season. We were saying last night in last night's match review that, well, right now Barcelona are just slipping down and down and down. We're very far behind in La Liga. In the Champions League group, we're in a very, very dangerous situation. So it feels like right now, it's almost like, hey, are you going to do anything to change the season here, or are you just going to watch us slum away? Because we cannot afford to not be in next season's Champions League, and even, guys, not qualify out of this season's group stage. So it felt like something had to be done, and it has now been done. And in terms of what's going to happen next, what we're hearing is that an interim coach is going to be brought in for the next few matches. Of course, we do have Alaves on Saturday. That's very soon. The match preview for that will be out tomorrow. So that tells you everything you need to know about how, close-knit this situation is. But an interim coach looks set to come in for either 1 to 3 matches. We've got Alaves on the weekend, we've got Dynamo Kiev midweek, and then we've got Celta Vigo all before the international break. So maybe Xavi comes in before that, but what we're hearing is that there'll be an interim coach for 1 to 3 matches, and then it will be Xavi. It looks like Xavi has been the chosen one. We'll speak a bit more about him later on in the video, but it looks like Laporta has decided to go for Xavi to change the season, and that's a big, big call. And I suppose I want to start by saying a big thank you to Koeman, because he came in a really, really horrible situation, I'd say, for Barcelona. We just lost 8-2 to Bayern Munich. It felt like the team was completely broken. And honestly, Koeman came in, when he had a job with the Netherlands national team that was going very well. He came to the club he loved, that he's a legend at. And I think he did well. I think overall he did well, especially in that first season at Barcelona. I really feel as if he improved the team a lot. Several players individually improved under Koeman, in my opinion. He won the Copa del Rey for us. And of course, the big thing he did, guys, is use the young players. Something we've been shouting for several years as Barcelona fans. He did it so much. And I know a lot of people say that he was forced, or that he had to, or that, because of circumstances he had no choice. And I'll just say now that I don't really buy that argument, to be honest, in all truth. I've seen several managers have the chance to use youngsters in several different clubs, and they just do anything possible not to do it. And Koeman, he could have even done that here at Barcelona and only used, 1 or 2, for example, but he didn't do that. He relentlessly used them. He threw them into big matches. He used them when he didn't have to. And you look at some of the players he brought through, what he did with Pedri was a revelation. The importance he gave to Ansu Fati when he came to the club. Ansu Fati was just, an exciting bench player. He made Ansu a secure starter. And there were several other players. Guetta's involvement, Araujo now was a big part of the first team, Nico, Gavi. There's many, many more guys who Koeman has brought through, given chances to, players we didn't think would be playing for Barcelona this soon anyway. And it's been great to see him use them. Look, a different coach could have developed them more, and I'm hoping Xavi will be the one to develop these players more, but at least Koeman put them on the pitch and gave them that opportunity. But of course, what I will say with Koeman is that I agree, he had to go now. We've said that for a few videos now, I think, and I think everyone agrees, tactically especially for me, the way we were playing, our results, our performances, also off the pitch, the tense relationship with Laporta, it just felt very, very strained still having Koeman at the club. And I think eventually, as I say, he did have to go for the good of the club this season. But of course, I stand by what I say, guys. Thank you for everything, Ronald Koeman. It was a pleasure to have you at the club. Legend. So what next for Barcelona? What is going to happen in the next few hours? Well, as I said, things are moving very, very fast. Last night, the situation seemed like it was at one stage, then things progressed in the next morning, things will progress in the next 6 hours or whatnot, and things will continue to progress every single day, so we can't be for sure. But what I will say is this, and I repeat what I said earlier, an interim coach is likely to come in for 1 to 3 matches, and then Xavi is the chosen one. Xavi could even be officially announced as the coach today, and then brought in at a later date. When he is, I'll make more videos on Xavi. Of course, we've got a lot of games right now, so there isn't exactly a lot of time, but Xavi has been the chosen one, and the club are going to try and bring him in as soon as possible. Honestly, I feel like this is a big moment in the history of Barcelona. I think ever since Xavi retired, really, and certainly after he went into coaching, it always felt like he was destined to be the Barcelona coach, but maybe not in these circumstances, and maybe not even so soon under Joan Laporta, who I think was quite open about the fact that he didn't really want Xavi at the club, and then the fact that, you know, Victor Font, the other presidential candidate he was fighting against Laporta, had Xavi at the head of his project, was a real big reason as to why Laporta backed off Xavi for so long. But right now, it just feels necessary. It doesn't even feel like a risk right now, which I think in the past it really did. To me, at least, bringing Xavi in, I always wanted it to be perfect for Xavi. The situation, the financial situation for sure, the state of the club and the current squad, the fact that he'll be able to bring in his own transfers, the fact that he wouldn't have any of his friends left in the dressing room, all of these sorts of things, I wanted all of that to be perfect. But right now, guys, it's needs must for Barcelona. The biggest risk we could take right now would have been keeping Ronald Koeman as coach, because we were just falling further and further down on. As I said, we cannot afford to be out of the Champions League. We really can't. So bringing Xavi in, what I'm really looking for here is the rebuilding of Barcelona's identity. I know Xavi has that within him. I know he'll have the principles, and let's see if he can execute it. As I say, it's a big bet. It's a big risk, in my opinion, bringing Xavi in. It always has been, and I will do more videos in the future about his whole situation. Look, he comes straight from Qatar. He comes into this squad, which isn't at a great stage, let's be honest, guys. It's during a season where we're doing really poorly. He's still got big friends in the dressing room, you know, Piqué, Busquets, Alba, even Sergio Roberto, you know, players who Barcelona are probably looking to phase out, but actually Xavi will feel, I want to play these guys. But as I say, we need someone to return our identity, and right now, Xavi, to me, feels like the appropriate bet. So that is where I will tie up this video. Please do leave all of your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. I'm sure you have a lot to say. I decided not to make a video last night just because it was getting very late. I thought I'd wait a bit for the situation to, you know, mull over, basically. But here we are, and this is the situation. Koeman's gone, and Xavi looks set to come in. Until Xavi comes in, we're expecting an interim coach, either Sergio Barjuan, who is the B-team coach, or Albert Capellas, who is a very interesting option, someone I think would be a very good interim before Xavi comes in. But of course, we'll have to wait and see all of that. I think the club are studying options to get Xavi in literally as soon as possible, maybe even before the Dynamo Kiev match, because that is obviously a crucial match in the history of Barcelona, so we've got to make sure we are up for that one. And of course, if we've got an interim coach for that, it's not ideal, but right now, that seems like the most likely scenario. But as I say, guys, you know, leave your thoughts in the comments down below. This is a big moment for Barcelona. Koeman is gone, Xavi is coming, and let's see what the future holds. I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you very, very soon.